In a world ravaged by alien creatures that hunt by sound, the Abbott family has adapted to a life of silence. They communicate through sign language, walk barefoot along sand trails, and live in a constant state of alert, knowing that a single noise could mean death. The creatures are blind, but possess an acute sense of hearing, making even the smallest sound a potential death sentence. Lee and Evelyn Abbott, along with their children Regan, Marcus, and Beau, live on a secluded farm, doing everything they can to survive. Regan, the eldest, is deaf, and her hearing loss both aids and challenges the family's ability to live quietly. A tragedy occurs early on when Beau, the youngest child, activates a noisy toy and is instantly attacked by a creature. The family's grief is profound, but they cannot afford to express it in sound. The loss of Beau heightens their caution, intensifying their focus on each other's safety and pushing them to refine their survival strategies. The conflict arises as Evelyn becomes pregnant, and the family must prepare for the baby's arrival. They know that a crying newborn will make silence nearly impossible. Lee devises a plan, setting up a soundproofed room in their basement, hoping it will be enough to protect the family when the baby arrives. Meanwhile, Lee works tirelessly to improve Regan's cochlear implant, hoping it might somehow allow her to hear again a gesture of love, but also one that brings frustration and tension between father and daughter. One night, Lee takes Marcus to teach him essential survival skills, leaving Regan and Evelyn at home. Suddenly, Evelyn goes into labor, and the pain makes it impossible for her to remain silent. She accidentally alerts one of the creatures, which begins to stalk her through the house as she desperately tries to muffle her cries. Using flashing red lights as a warning signal, she alerts Lee and Marcus, who rush back to save her. Evelyn gives birth in near silence, hiding in a bathtub while evading the creature's detection, narrowly surviving in a harrowing scene of tension and resilience. With the baby now born, the family faces their greatest test of survival. The creatures close in, and it becomes clear that there is no way for the family to live in total silence indefinitely. The climax arrives when Regan realizes that the high-frequency feedback from her hearing aid creates a sound that is painful to the creatures, disrupting them. Though initially frightened by the harsh noise, Regan sees this as an opportunity, a possible weapon against the invaders. In a heart-wrenching final stand, Lee sacrifices himself to save his children, screaming to draw the creatures away. His sacrifice gives Evelyn, Regan, and Marcus a chance to escape to the basement, where Regan, discovering her father's makeshift radio equipment, amplifies the feedback from her implant. The creatures reel from the high-frequency sound, giving the family a momentary reprieve. The story concludes with Regan and Evelyn, newly empowered, standing together with determination. They now possess a weapon, the piercing sound from Regan's implant, that might just give them a fighting chance against the creatures. In a final shot, Evelyn cocks a shotgun, prepared to face the monsters head-on, leaving us with a feeling of resilience, courage, and hope for survival. A Quiet Place is a haunting tale of family, sacrifice, and survival, exploring the profound lengths people will go to protect their loved ones. It's a story that underscores the power of communication, both silent and spoken, and the bravery required to confront unimaginable fear in the pursuit of survival.